All right, listen, love. Welcome. This is All Things Mastery Broadcast, Mentorship, and Education, the platform where I teach you all the teachings, tips, tools, and techniques you need to do what? Master yourself. And always, this is a two-way street. This works in exchange. You exchange with me, I exchange with you, and together we grow, together we elevate. If you do not know me, I am Venus. Hi, I'm an expert self mastery mentor teaching you everything you need about self mastery. I am qualified, just if you had that question in mind. I've been teaching self mastery for more than 15 plus years and have helped countless of men, mainly women, transform their lives into lives that are barely recognizable. And if you want to be amongst that number, stick around. So welcome my FB family, welcome my YT family, and always welcome my TikTok family. If you have any questions during the live, please feel free to comment them. And if I miss your question, please don't charge it to my heart. Just charge it that I am multi-streaming. I'm streaming on 3 platforms right now. So let's get into it. We're talking about cash, infinite gratitude for the support follow. Love it, love it, love it. I love it when y'all engage. This is what I'm talking about. People that are alive, people that know that you can be in a worse place. There are worse places, there are worse situations that you can be in. You could be unable to speak, unable to see, unable to walk, talk, breathe. But we are here, and that's something to be grateful about. So we're going to be getting started. Welcome to this transformational masterclass and broadcast where we always uncover some of the most misunderstood yet foundational truths about how we manifest, how we create, how we attract people, places, and things in our life. And simply visualizing, simply affirming, simply meditating is not the it all be all. Pardon me. You need much more than that. Peace, Farah. How are you, my love? James, how are you, my love? So we're going to be getting into it. And if you are new to me, you know that I love engagements. I love how I love when you use your mind, when you question things, because this is how we get to the answers, right? Hey, and how are you, my love? This is how we get to the answer. So, boundless gratitude for granting me the honor of joining you on your mastery journey, on your elevation journey, your ascension journey to mastering self and the reality. We are always journeying into the core interplays between what you want and how to achieve it, what you want and how to attract it, what you want and how to create it. Because after all, it's not a problem. Just like I said on the post, it's not so much that we have a money problem. We don't have a money problem. We don't have an attraction problem. We don't have a powerless problem. We don't have a love problem. We have an information issue. The issue is it's you. It's me. Without information, none of the things that we want to attract, none of the things, people, places, and things that we want to experience comes to fruition. So above all things, what we need information. So this is the time where we say, okay, let me just take a pause and scroll. And many of you are at work. Happy Sunday. If you are not able to respond and engage, you can still listen, right? Peace, Big T. How are you? Peace, Def. How are you, my love? Hi, neighborhood. How are you, handsome? How are you, love? Queen, how are you, my love? Welcome in. Welcome in. So let's get started. I always like to ask questions because it's in questions where we get definitive answers, right? And that's what we want. We want the answers. We want solutions, right? Infinite gratitude. Thank you for reminding me, Queenie. Thank you for reminding me. If you haven't hit that heart near my profile pic, hit that heart, hit like, hit share, do all the things that are magical so you can get magical moments in return. So infinite gratitude for you for doing that. New here, love to learn. Listen, Queen, I'm glad you're here. You are purpose to be here. Just know that you're not here just by luck. You're not here just because you just decided to scroll. I am you, you are me, and your higher self said this is what you need right now because there's some things that you need to do, Queen. Okay, and you need the information, you need the mentorship and the training on how to get there, and that's when I show up, right? That's when you show up. So let me ask y'all a question. right? And please don't be shy. This is a safe space, okay? I cannot think of one live that I've ever had where it was negative, riffraff, toxicity, where people were just completely derogatory and disgusting in the comments. So this is not that. Okay, we're not that. Infinite gratitude. Fred, how are you, my love? Lord Drill, infinite gratitude. Queenie, thank you so much for sharing the live. This is what we do. So let's ask the question. And I get so excited. I hope you are just as excited as I am, right? So before I ask that question, I want to just say something to you, right? The quickest way for you to manifest, attract, or get into alignment with something is to have elevated emotions of what? Joy, bliss, positivity, excitement. And see, most people misunderstand that. Most people think that y'all have to get the job that y'all want, that y'all have to get the money that you want. Like it has to be in your possession. And that's not the truth. That's one of the misconceptions. And here we uncover the misconceptions. We correct the misconceptions. So I'm excited because magical moments, serendipities, right? All type of blissful, magical things happen to me every single day. Why? Is because my emotions, my feelings are in alignment with whatever it is. So guess what? I accelerate it coming to me. I fast track it wonderfully. How are you? So the question is, if you was to get hired at a job, at the job of your dreams, right? Let's say you got an email from a corporation that you desired to work for, right? You've been wanting to work for this company, whatever the company is, let's say for months, let's say for years, sometimes even, right? Put in the comment section what your dream job is, or even if it's a business that you want to create. Peace, user, how are you, my love? Wonderfully, how are you, my love? Put in the comment section what that dream job is. So if you were hired, right, to get the job of your dreams, or if you was presented with an opportunity of your dreams. And when I ask you to put something in the comment section, trust me, everything I do is metaphysically intentional. Okay, so even if you don't yet understand certain things, you will if you keep getting in alignment with me. Your own business. I want you to get more specific, Queenie. Be more specific, right? Because the universe, what I'm going to be getting into now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Clarity, that's what we're going to get into next. So let's say either you was offered an opportunity to start the business, right? The business of your dreams. Or let's say you was offered an executive position, which you have been waiting for at your current job, for you to elevate, for you to, for you to advance, for you to make more money, right? Because who don't want more money? I don't know who don't want more money. It sure helps in everything, helping people heal childhood traumas. I love that. That's more specific. Make sure you are specific and intentional. Over here in my YT land, please make sure you say something in the comments so I can show you my appreciation by you being here and giving you a shout out, right? So with that being said, okay, I've seen helping people. What are some of your other, right? I want all of you to comment if you can, right? Now we're going to get into it. So what are 3 to 5? What are 3 to 5 top things that you must either have, complete, or do before you officially start your dream business, before you officially start that new executive position, before you can even start in the new career? What are 3 to 5 things that you absolutely need? Come on, I'm listen. We making progress over here. We making progress. What are 3 to 5 things that you absolutely need before that dream job comes into fruition, before your business comes into fruition, before your executive higher level position comes into play? What are 3 to 5 things that you need? Come on, love. I know it's Sunday but that's okay. Every day is a day that you can elevate. Every day is a day where you can start making more money. Every day is a day where you can start forging healthy relationships. Okay, it is not just Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday. It's every day. Let's get that in our minds. Okay, so we 3 to 5 things. Caitlin, how are you, my love? I don't have a dream job, just pursuing purpose. Okay, Shad, what's the purpose? What's one of those purposes? Let's share, right? We work together, we amplify together. That's how we magnify and polarize what we want. That's another tip that we can also use to accelerate our growth, is when a lot of us are in a line. Okay, Queenie says time, mindset, commitment, discipline, and funding. I love those. I love those. And you absolutely need those as well. You absolutely need those as well. I'm going to be sharing some of them that I had, because there's no right or wrong answer. However, there are definitive things that we absolutely need. And some of the things that you just mentioned, Queenie, is some of those things, right? So number one, let's get into it. Big Chef, infinite gratitude. How are you, Cuzzo? Much, 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 much love. So with those things, I have 5 things that I'm going to list, and you mentioned some of them already, Queenie. In order for you to get that executive dream job that you want, in order for you to be ready, in order for you to bring that dream business into fruition, you need one qualifications and experience. Isn't that true? Any job that you have ever worked in or worked at, any company you have ever worked for, what they require from you is what? For you to be qualified, or for you to have at least a foundational experience, right? Yes, the knowledge of it, right, Queenie? So you need qualifications and you need experience. The second thing you need is what? Training and education. It doesn't even matter. You can be working for the same company, but if you are interested in a higher position, an executive position, there's going to be additional training that you need. So training and education you need, right? You also need to have or know the SOS of that company, of your business, of your dream job. What is SOS, Venus? I'm glad you asked. You also need to know the systems of that business, the company, or your job. You need to know the operations of that business or that job, and you need to know the structure of that business or that job. Infinite gratitude for sharing the live, Big Chef, right? And so the fourth thing is what? If you get hired, if I was to hire you at my Fortune 500 company, you not only need to have the qualifications and experiences, you also have to agree to the training and education. You also need to have or understand the system, operations, and structure of my Fortune 500 company, like the culture of it, right? You need to embody those characteristics. You also need to know how to do what? Execute. A lot of us we want all these things, and you should have them, and you're supposed to have many of them. And then after, you need to know how to execute the job requirements, the business requirements, because just because you have your own business does not mean you are excluded from having to have the qualifications, experience, training, education, and knowing the system, operations, and structure. You also need to know how to execute in all of those areas, and you absolutely need to know how to cultivate numbers 1 through 4, or else what? How many of y'all ever heard the term that new businesses fail within the 1st to 3rd year of operation? I know I have. And these are the same reasons why they fail. They haven't got the necessary qualifications particular for that job or that business or that career. They don't have the experience. Skill does not equal experience. It's just like hairstylists. That this is where that term came from, kitchen beauticians. Just because you are skilled at doing hair doesn't mean that you are skilled in business, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a job, a career, executive position somewhere, CEO, CFO, whatever it is, you need to have the qualifications, experience. You need to have training, education. You need to know the systems, operations, and structure. You need to know how to execute and how to cultivate. And these are the reasons why most businesses fail in between the first to third year of launching. Even if it isn't a business. When we're talking about peace, wellness, how are you, my love, infinite gratitude? When we're talking about goals, right? Because this is the topic of tonight's master lesson. Tonight, it's tonight here. This is the day's master lesson. How to create what you want, specifically goals. With your goals, whatever those goals are, if you're not qualified or have the experience, if you don't have the training and education, if you don't have systems, operations, and structure in place, if you do not know how to execute the systems, operations, and structures, as well as cultivate it, guess what? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're not going to make the money that you projected to make. You're not going to elevate. You're not going to scale. You're not going to expand. It's the same principle. So the misconception that you don't need any of these things is oblivious to me. And this is why I often get very disgusted with these quick get rich, make more money scams that are out there and say, hey, I can teach you how to make money in 2 or 3 days. That is literally, technically, metaphysically, spiritually, logically impossible. Because even if there were just 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps, there are several steps in between them. So are they being misleading, or are they unrighteously manipulating you, or are they taking advantage of what you do not know? Hi, sis. Hi, Tanya. Infinite gratitude. Infinite gratitude. Love it, love it, love it. You know, y'all have powerful energy that helps me do what I do, because when I do what I do, we do what we do. So infinite gratitude for all of you for being here. Make sure you put your comments, say hey, love, hey, in the comment section, especially over here on YT land and FB land. I say the acronyms because TikTok get their panties a little bit too tight sometimes. Okay, but you all are still my family. This is also why I teach offline and have exclusive trainings, and this is why I have my mentorship training, because a lot of times I don't like hopscotching around certain words and certain terms and certain truths that I need to say, because TikTok is sensitive sometimes. So we're not going to do that. Woo-hoo! Infinite gratitude. That was awesome. Nafaya, I hope I didn't pronounce your name incorrectly. Infinite gratitude for the support follow. Thank you so very much, right? So let's get back. Whatever it is you want to achieve. Infinite gratitude, Tanya. Love it, love it, love it. They smell so good. I love me some flowers, love me some roses. So with your goals, whatever goal you need to have, whatever goal you were purposed to achieve, you need to understand these things, and you definitely need to start paying attention to people who are seeking you out to take advantage of your lack of understanding, knowledge of the things that you absolutely need in order for you to do what? Be successful. How many of you like wasting your time? How many of you like to get frustrated? Infinite gratitude, Tanya. How many of you like feeling overwhelmed, right? And unappreciated, right? So what happens if you don't have them? This is where the issues come in at, right? So most of us want quick fixes. Most of us want to skip invaluable steps we shouldn't skip. Most of us want expedited results. Like we wanted results yesterday. That's not how it works, my love. Even though there are certain manifestations, there are certain things that you can create on demand that will happen in real time, but there are other things that it won't happen like that, and we need to understand that. Microwave results, there you go. Many of us want microwave results, right? And we don't want to be uncomfortable. Whatever we need to learn, whatever we need to do. So we want to create more money. We want to forge new healthy relationships. We want husbands. We want wives. We want soul partners, whatever you call it. We want new careers. We want businesses. We want to travel. We want more opportunities. But for the love of God, I don't want it if it would cause me any type of discomfort. Some of us want to do the bare minimum, and then we wonder why we get bare minimum results. Some of us want to remain on a shallow end and then wonder and question why we get shallow results, right? There are a lot of things that we need to relearn in order to put ourselves in position to not only be successful, but to learn how to execute with efficiency. Not inefficiently, right? And so these are the people that end up what? Wasting valuable time, and then they bitch, moan, and complaining about it. These are the people who waste their time, energy, and money because they want quick fixes, right? And then complain about the people who done took advantage of them. Don't complain, my loves. That's what you wanted. You wanted a quick fix, so you got a quick result that didn't end up or surmount to anything that you was planning on bringing to fruition, right? So we end up feeling uninspired. Many of us end up being unmotivated, losing help, right? And then we start building resentment in our hearts. So when we start hearing other people that are offering master programs, master classes, and trainings and different things like that, we have this resentment towards them, and we don't even know them. We haven't even tested their trainings. We haven't even tested their qualifications. It gives you automatic anxiety, and that ain't nobody else's fault but yours, my love. F your feelings. Oh, wow. That's something. Wow, wow, wow. Well, infinite gratitude. How are you, right? And so when we get to that point, we want to blame other people, places, and we have ourselves to take accountability for, right? We cannot blame the results that we get on other people, because one of the universal laws that I absolutely love is the law of cause and effect. For every cause there is an effect, and for every effect there is a cause. So if you do not want to experience wasting invaluable time, wasting your energy and your money, feeling uninspired, unmotivated, if you don't want to lose hope, if you don't want to have resentment, start building resentment in your heart, if you do not want to continue, what I'm about to say may trigger some of you, but it's with love and it's in love. Whenever we are putting ourselves in this position, a lot of us unleash our frustration on our loved ones. And so now not only do we have to deal with the setbacks of a poor decision that we made, now not only do we have to reverse the hopelessness, now do we not only have to reverse us feeling overwhelmed and us feeling taken advantage of, now you also got to clean up the mess you made because you done talk crazy. You done took your frustrations out on your loved ones or people that genuinely care for you because of a decision that you made. And once it's in the atmosphere, it's in the atmosphere. You can't take that back. And you may be genuinely sorry. You may be genuinely forgiving, right? You may be genuinely feeling a type of way because you did that, regretful, remorseful, but once it's out there, it's out there. So in my self-mastery trainings, mentors, and classes, I remind you of some of the most invaluable steps you should not miss, because there are causes and effects and causes. If you make any decision, there is going to be an effect, and that effect can be come to you in two different ways, via a consequence or a reward. And I don't know about you, but I would rather a reward instead of a consequence. I don't no, we don't want to do the consequences, right? And so all of the teachings, right? All of the teachings in my All Things Mastery lessons and trainings are transformational, and they're hands-on. You're not just listening to me talk. You're not just listening to me teach, because it's not gibberish, it's not blabber. I teach fundamental information, trainings, and lessons, mastery lessons that you need. I also teach you, we also work on the activities and practices hand in hand, so you can do what? What did I say in the beginning? Learn to execute. What good is the information that you have if you don't know how to execute it? And if you learn how to execute it, you don't keep what you learned. You don't keep what you created. You don't keep what you manifested. You don't keep anything if you don't know how to also cultivate it. You don't keep what you cannot cultivate. It's just like a plant. The minute you start starving the plant from water, starving the plant of love, starving the plant of intention, starving the plant of the sun, the photosynthesis, guess what? That plant is going to lose vital energy. That plant is going to lose its vital life force. It's the same with you. If you aren't learning how to, first of all, if you aren't learning who you are, if you aren't being trained on whatever goal it is for you to operate in and bring to fruition, if you're not learning how to execute it and how to cultivate it, it's not going to remain in your possession, in your vortex, in your space for too long. So trust me when I say, you can easily get whatever it is. Gia, how are you, my love? Twin, how are you, my love? It's not hard to attract money. I do it all the time. It's not hard to attract romantic relationships. I do it when I want to. It is not hard for me to get in alignment with certain opportunities that I want, need, and or desire. I do it every day. It is not hard for me to get into alignment with opportunities and serendipities and something magical happened to me earlier today. I wasn't shocked by it. That's what I command the universe to give me. That's what I expect. I expect magic to happen every single day. And every single day, magical moments happen. And the very first magical thing that happens to us all, especially if you are here, you have the breath of life. So all the bitching, moaning, and complaining you're doing, all of the self-negative talk that you're doing, all of the self-sabotaging that you're doing, all of it, what you're doing, the very first magical moment that happened to you every day, that don't happen to everybody every day, is that you get an opportunity to create again. Why? Because you still have the breath of life. You still have infinite consciousness, right? You still have the ability to move your hands, to speak, to hear, to feel, to engage. You still have the opportunity to go to a job. You still have the opportunity to earn income. Magical things happen to you every day. However, how often do we forget? How often do we forget that being able to do what some people would deem phenomenal things, that some of us deem the simplest things, that we have access to, right? A lot of us are in our right minds. A lot of us are in our right minds. And a lot of us aren't in our right minds, right? So when I teach, especially in my All Things Mastery Mentorship community. The trainings and the transformations and the activities we do hands-on. I do it with you. It's mentorship. It's not you invest in yourself and I tell you to just go look at the videos, because I literally have hundreds of mastery trainings. Literally. But you also get access to a qualified expert in my area that can teach you proven psychological backed up principles, metaphysical backed up principles, spiritual backed up principles, quantum physics backed up principles that can also help you accelerate your goals. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't get that from everybody, and you damn sure don't get that for $111, right? Hint, hint. That's what the low cost, which is the investment for you doing this. Because there are plenty of people out there that is teaching what I'm teaching qualified, but you cannot get nowhere near them unless you have bands on top of bands. And then you have the unqualified misguiding you for, again, a low cost, teaching you shit that ain't gonna help you, but because you're desperate for money, you're desperate for love, you're desperate for companionship, you're desperate for sex, you're desperate for progress, you're desperate for elevation, you're making poor decisions, and those poor decisions are costing you more than your money. A lot of our poor decisions are costing us our very vital essence. It's costing our sanity, it's costing us our peace. So this is why I am also very passionate about showing up for you, because I know there's a lot of individuals out there that are hungry for medicinal food. And when I say food, I don't mean the literal food, tangible food. I mean mental food, spiritual food, ascension food. Right? That's medicinal. And guess what? It's not going to always taste good at first, but once your palate get used to it, baby, you start working your magic. You start creating from authority. You start manifesting from authority with confidence. You start having more security in your words. You start paying attention. You start becoming more aware. You start becoming more intentional about things. And next thing you know, you're creating on demand. It's not a second thought as to what you can get. It's a, when I operate in this is what I am sure to get. This is important. Right? So this is why we uncover a lot of the misunderstood yet fundamental truths, because in order for you to do anything, you must what first? Understand that thing. You don't need, you need to understand it. You need to have the information. You need to have the training. You need to know the systems, operations, and structure. You need to know how to execute, and you need to know how to cultivate it. And this is what a lot of these mentors, coaches, and self-proclaimed gurus aren't doing. Because if they were doing it from a genuine, pure, righteous place, there will be more of us that are less miserable, less depressed, less hopeless, less uninspired, right? Less stressed, right? Because, I mean, they all had a dime and a dozen, right? So when I tell y'all it's not enough, dealing with your goals, how to create what you want, it's not enough. Not that it's not working. It's not enough to just visualize. It's not enough to just hope. It's not enough to just pray. It's not enough to just beg. It's not enough to just meditate. We are not understanding the fundamentals of how your RAS system works, your nervous system works, your neural networks. And this is where I get sciencey, but don't worry. I'll break these things down in a very elemental style, especially in my community, right? So don't worry about the big words, okay? I break this down in bite-sized pieces and I walk with you, right? Infinite gratitude for those of you coming in. Let's take a pause for the cause. Let's do a speedy type. Let's tap, let's tap, let's tap. Let's get these likes up. Let's get the rhythm. Let's get our rhythm flowing, okay? So let's take a pause for the cause and tap. Take a pause for the cause and tap. Let's take just a little break while you resonate on what I've said so far, because I want to make sure you absolutely get it. I don't want you leaving this live not understanding how invaluable and powerful you are. Infinite gratitude, Gemini, for coming in. I don't want you to leave this live being misunderstood or not understanding what I'm teaching. I don't want you leaving this live uninspired or unmotivated to not just lift your hands and fly today, but I want you flying every day, no matter what the day brings. I often say, even my lowest days are my highest days. I hope some of you caught that while we continue to tap. Even my lowest days are my highest days, because what? We operate with universal principles. We are multifaceted. We are dual. There is no such thing as one without the other. We are one with. They are just different degrees. Things are different degrees. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just because I'm an expert self-mastery mentor, just because I embody what I teach, just because I manifest on demand, just because I'm living my best life, doesn't mean that I'm not going to experience the duality of life, because that's not how it works. Come on now. Let me know if I'm talking to somebody. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Because if it ain't making sense, there ain't no dollars that going to be attached to it. It has to make sense, right? So there are several master courses and stuff that I teach along the way, and they are all based on scientific proof. Proof means that indisputable happiness and gratitude. Yes, happiness, you get it. Come on, you got the right name for the right vibration to attract, manifest, or create whatever you want to. Take that. Ashe, infinite gratitude. May you always live in that information, right? So they're metaphysically proven. Quantum physics, genetics. When I teach, I pull from different teachings. Why? Because I'm just a student of life. One of my greatest passions is education. I love education, and I love, because of what I do in mentor and teaching, it is important for me to always be abreast of what's going on in these different fields as it pertains to what I'm teaching. Because if I'm not teaching you something fresh after periods of time, baby, ask me, am I okay? Okay? Ask me, am I okay? I don't even feel comfortable teaching the same things year after year after year. I am not comfortable repeating a lot of the same things, because I do repeat certain phrases, and that's intentional. However, you have certain people still regurgitating 10-year-old, ancient year-old information, and technology has advanced 5 times over. You understand what I'm saying? So ain't nothing going to bypass me. And if it ain't going to bypass me, guess what? It ain't going to bypass you, because I do a lot of the work and have done a lot of the work for you. So all of my master series, right, they're taught in multiple sessions, multiple trainings, and you get hands-on experience with me, right? So later on, I'll be showing you how you can join All Things Mastery Mentorship Community so that you can start doing what you need to do, okay, to live the life that you deserve to live. A lot of you don't even think. Let me rephrase. Many of us unconsciously don't think we deserve a better life. Unconsciously, We don't think we deserve pure and genuine love. We don't think we deserve someone being patient. We don't think we deserve to have a certain amount of money. We don't think we deserve to elevate spiritually. We don't even think we deserve, or we're not in position to speak in certain rooms. One of my mentees actually said that whenever she's around a certain group of people, she feels very small. It's like all of a sudden her wisdom just went away. She was always unable to articulate herself. She shared with me that she felt very small. And when I say very small, she felt like she didn't have a voice. She felt like she couldn't stand toe to toe with the other women that she's around. So she always stayed real timid and real quiet. Right? Because she didn't feel that she was worthy to even be a part of that particular circle. She felt that she wasn't intelligent enough, that she wasn't able to articulate certain things. So guess what? She closed her throat chakra. And whenever any of your chakras or energy centers are blocked, they don't only cause misguidance, they don't only cause you to devolve instead of evolve, they also cause your body to be in misalignment, causing diseases and illnesses. Because whatever happens externally is because, not if, it's because that's what's happening internally. And so these are the things that we need to be educated on. These are the things that you're taught in my All Things Mastery mentorship, right? These are the trainings that also reveal how other people are already using them. Many of us know people who have, there are so many individual people that living their best life. Let's take away how they got their wealth. Let's take away all of these different things. But many of us know wealthy people. Many of us know wealthy people where they don't even look at price tags. They just buy what they want. Many of us know people that just always traveling. I had a friend when I was when we was in middle school, right? It was 218. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Any of you from New York? I had a friend, a really good friend. She was always traveling with her family. And I'm like, damn, she must be rich. Her family must be rich. I didn't understand a lot of the mastery things I understand now. Peace, goddess. How are you, abstract mind, right? But in my mind, I'm like, damn, I wish I can travel like she and her family travel. She was always on a plane, going somewhere on some island, some beach, some resort. She was always going anywhere. So we know people who are living their best life. We know people who are constantly experiencing happiness and joy and bliss and opportunities, and they don't have money problems. What's the difference between them and you? Put it in the comments, because the more we are aware of certain things, the more we speak certain things, the quicker we can resolve it, the quicker we can fix it. What's the difference from them people that are living their best lives and people who are not? I'll just say that, okay? I don't want to put nobody in the limelight. What's the difference? Put it in the comment section. What's the difference? They mastered what they love. Ashe. And she was only 17 years old. See, there's a difference. And like I always say, Queenie, thank you so much for participating. I love participation, my loves. This is how we grow, participation. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. I ain't going to bite you. Okay? Even though some of the truths I made is going to cause your cognitive dissonance to be like, whoop, 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 whoopty, whoop, 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 whoop. But it's still healthy for you. Mindset and manifestation. I see you, Tanya. I say nothing sometimes. We don't apply ourselves to do more. Happiness. I love that. Absolutely, right? So there isn't even not understanding these things. And I always say, one of the things I constantly say is how you associate with something is how you going to experience it. I'll use myself as an example. I'm always put myself out there, right? Because I'm an example and a reflection of you. So I will always give you the transparent underneath the underneath. There was a time where I thought I didn't deserve money because my family didn't have money, babe. We had the food stamps and we had the cheese and we had the welfare lines and we had summer programs. Baby, we was poorer than poor. I used to remember my feet hurting so bad because I could only get shoes from secondhand stores. In most cases was too small. So I was fitting my fluffy, chunky, beautiful feet inside shoes that wasn't my. So I remember all of that. So my default programming association with money was built around lack. So I associated money with lack. What do I mean by lack? I didn't think I deserved money. I didn't have money. My family didn't have money. And so when I teach y'all about rewiring your nervous system, when I teach y'all in the community about rewiring your mental programming, your cognitive programming, when I talk to you about neural networks and neural pathways, understand that a lot of us are still struggling because we haven't yet invested in a qualified mentor that can help us change all of those trajectories. So back to the example. So when I attracted money, I never kept it. Why? Because my core default programming and all of our behaviors and what we experience, what we manifest, what we call into our realities is based upon our programming. Since I've lived in the state of poverty for so long, because I was indirectly feeding it, what we feed gains power, what we starve loses its power. Because I was unknowingly, unconsciously feeding that program, it started manifesting more and more and more until I finally got it. So what other people may not seemingly struggle with, and the other people may struggle with, it's because of what I'm telling you now. So in order for you to change the dynamics of what you manifest, who you manifest, and what you experience is learning your ecosystems, your internal systems of programming. When I started making money and keeping money, not just making money, but I done manifested thousands, 20,000 here, 50,000 was the most I attracted at one time. I'm talking about at one time, but I've seen money in my life. When I talk about attracting healthy, let me just stick on money because I can go on and on with the examples, right? It wasn't until I started understanding what I'm teaching you all. Now, these are just snippets of what I'm teaching you, right? But in the mentorship program, baby, we dive deeper in it, and I take you through step by step, and I walk with you. So you're not only listening to the trainings, you're not only listening to all of the presentations that I create on my own. Just let me put it out there, okay? So I do a lot on the background. We are also doing hands-on training, because what good is it if I teach you the information and I don't teach you how to actually activate or apply it as well as cultivate it? Infinite gratitude for the support, follow. Infinite gratitude, right? So this is one of the main reasons why I say you need a mentor. Not only that, you need a qualified mentor that has done the proven work, that is an expert in whatever area you wish to be an expert in. And right now, 95% of us who are consciously aware, we need to understand how to master money. We need to understand how to master currency, because money is only currency, it's energy. We need to understand how to master energy, how to master frequency, how to master our spirituality, how to master our chi. We need to understand, because you're either going to master these things or someone is going to master it for you. Mwah. Infinite gratitude. That was really pretty, Chef. Right? So you get to decide when you want to start elevating, because another truth, and it's hard, so brace yourselves. Let's take a deep breath first. Brace yourselves. In Out. Yes, 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 clocking that T. Hey love, hey, how you doing, my love? Wait, let me follow you real quick. Hold on. This is my well, I'm just gonna say she's my good friend. She's a beautiful soul who I met here in Thailand, and oh, she's so pure and so genuine. I absolutely love her. So I love you, sis. I do. So let's get back to it. Listen to what I'm about to say. If you do not learn how to master those things, mastering you, someone else will. And when I said that what you feed gain power and what you starve lose its power, I'm talking about you. Please listen. Tim Dolo, Infinite Gratitude, please listen to what I'm saying. You are energy. You are pure and raw consciousness. Listen to me, because I'm not able to say exactly what I need to say with this frequency. Those who get it is going to get it. One of your primary purposes, goals, whatever it is you call it, is to ascend, grow, expand, multiply. Remember, I taught y'all about duality. There's no one without the other. So if we are, ashe, please hear me. If we are not ascending, we are descending. If we are not elevating, we are de-elevating. I need you to understand that. So if you're not feeding your vital source of life, which is your consciousness and your essence, guess what? You are accelerating. Hear me. You are accelerating, fast tracking your transition out of this avatar. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of things that we are unaware of that matters. There's a lot of things that many of us are unaware of that is a huge part of what governs us. We have a lot of control, but there's a lot of other controllers that are divine that plays a huge part. If your spirit, your consciousness, your soul, which is not this avatar, continue to reveal to you, to put you in the presence of people that is going to help you master, help you ascend, help you elevate, if you are constantly rejecting them, whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. You are fast tracking your way off this planet. I'll just say that. Please let me know if you understand what I just said. I know I spoke in parables, but you all are intelligent enough to understand what I said. Do y'all understand what I just said? Tim Dolo, yes. Ashe, Queenie, yes. Tanya, Ashe, yes. Ashe. Understand. Big Chef, I see you. Understand. Queen, I need your happiness. I need y'all to understand that. Because I know y'all care about you. Even if some of you feel like you've given up, where you just have an ounce of hope left, I know with that 1 ounce, you still care about your life. And I'm telling you, everything isn't always a joke. This is why we need mentoring. There are certain divine hierarchies exist for a reason. The divine feminine, our mothers were oracles for a reason. They instructed for a reason. They led for a reason. They was in charge for a reason. They were spiritual gurus and oracles for a reason. So I'm not just telling you these things just to tell you. I'm not just training you just to train you. And I'm damn sure, and some of you know me behind the scenes, I have never begged, borrowed, or stolen any. I'm not after your dollar. But I also don't want you to get it effed up and get it misunderstood. There will always be an exchange of value. What I give is of great value, intrinsic value. So yes, there's going to be a value that's going to be returned to me, and it is a fair value. So I want us to understand that, especially if you're the person who want more money that you deserve. If you're the person that want to elevate and want more opportunities, you should not be scared of having money conversations. That's broke people thinking. That's impoverished people thinking. That's how I used to think. That didn't get me to where I am now. And I've been like this for a long time. Tara, how are you, my love? Valerie, how are you, my love? Michelle, how are you, my love? Infinite gratitude. You understand what I'm saying? I'm elevating, constantly ascending. My old level, my last level, right? It wasn't serving me no more. I'm constantly ascending. My new reality, and I teach y'all about time jumping, reality jumping, because we reality jump all the time. You just don't know you do because you haven't been taught. We time jump all the time. My next level was in the United States. My now level is in a whole nother time zone. I'm in Thailand right now, living my best life still. This was something that I wanted. This was something that I knew I was going to get. And guess what? I'm here, baby. I'm in beautiful condo. Y'all see it? Y'all see the view? Beautiful 2-bedroom condo in Thailand. Yes. Is it inexpensive? Absolutely. Am I eating better? Absolutely. Am I living better? Absolutely. And there's no difference, much difference. There isn't much difference from you and me. Infinite gratitude, Jess, for sending the hearts. Infinite gratitude, Big Chef, for the gifts, right? So please don't get it twisted. I'm not after your dollar. I know plenty of y'all favorite coaches and mentors, and a lot of y'all gave them y'all money and have been to their trainings and all of that other bullshit. And then y'all come back to me, and don't get it twisted. I will always be here with open arms, honey, because I don't force anything. I flow. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm playing my part. I don't force, I flow. I present the opportunity that you said you wanted. You said you wanted, whether or not you're aware that you wanted or not. I present the opportunity. Your ancestors are presenting the opportunity through me. I wash my hands after that. Whether you reject it or accept it, that's up to you. I did my part. So guess what? I continue to be blessed. I continue to receive. I continue to have my vital essence and vitality to continue creating my desired reality. Why? Because I'm obedient and I operate with honor. I operate with integrity. I operate with principles, morals, and high values and standards. They're not low by no means of the word low. I genuinely want you to get it. And I genuinely don't want you, a lot of you, not you all here, don't want y'all to continually be taken advantage by people who only want to take advantage of you because you are in the not knowing of certain things. All you know is you have an issue and you want it fixed. I get it. I get it. I had a broke issue. I wanted it fixed. I had a hopeless issue. I wanted it fixed. I had a lonely issue. I wanted it fixed. But there came a time where I had to become responsible and accountable for making the poor decisions that I was making. Because them quick penis runs wasn't doing it. Them quick dollars that I was getting it and losing it there faster than I was gaining it wasn't getting it. I knew there was more to it. I knew there was more to it. Tyra, you got that, huh? I'm telling the truth. I'm telling my truth. I couldn't blame my mother for teaching me to be a 304 because that's just the truth of it. And I can say it, smile, and laugh about it because I'm not telling you and sharing you from my pain. I'm sharing with you from my healed self. Not my still healing self. So I can talk about how I was running them streets. I can talk about how I was swinging on them poles. I was talking about how I was acting like a whole crackhead just for a man to spend some time with me. I can talk about it right now. So therefore, I'm able to talk about it with you because, baby, that was me. That was me all the way. Acting like a victim, like it's everybody else's fault but mine. My mama did it, so this is how I am. My daddy didn't do it, so this is why I do. No. I played a part in that. And this is why I'm so successful as an expert self-mastery mentor and educator. This is why I'm so relatable, because I'm going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts you. And if you decide to scroll on, then you just decide to scroll on. It's simple. I'm not a people pleaser, baby. That's just the way it is. It's the infinite raw truth. And we're still talking about how to create what you want. We're still on task. And we're still on target. So let's take a pause for the cause. Let's tap, 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 tap. Hey, tap, 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 tap. All right, because it's coming time. I told y'all I want to share with y'all how to get into the community, and I want to keep my word on doing that. So we're still, let's talk about, let's do some tapping. Okay, let me make sure I acknowledge y'all, because that I wouldn't be here. You are, every single one of you are a big part of while I'm here. So Tim Dolo, I'm trying to be my own boss in the medical, you said medical career? Ashe, baby, start acting like it, walking like it, talking like it. You ain't trying to do, you are. You're not trying to do, you are your own boss, baby. Claim it and say it with confidence. Okay, I teach y'all mastery mind tricks in the academy. Okay, Tyra, Grand Rising, blissful rise, my love, blissful rise. Thank you, Chef. Thank you, Chef. Okay, to yes. I'm seeing it. Infinite gratitude, happiness. Thank you so much for the participation and the hearts and the likes and the gifts. I see you. I see you. Alignment. Okay, I see Tim Dolo is laughing with me. I get it. They only taught what they knew. Queenie, there you go. That's what I say. Ashe, Queenie, accountability, Tim Dolo, happiness. Yes. Tara, yes, there was a ram in the bush. Ashe, Tara. Yes. So infinite gratitude. I'm always going to show my gratitude to you, right? I'm always going to show my gratitude because you are a part of my elevation just as much as I'm a part of your elevation. And I am honored that you allowed me to be a part of your world, to assist you and mentor you on this journey, right? So with this series that I'm teaching you, right, this is only the first series. This is a part, most of my master lessons, master classes and trainings are series. And I said, you know what? I want to come and teach, so I'm going to give y'all the first part of it for free. This is the first part of it. First things first is setting your goals, right? This is where we get into the hands-on practical activities and the to enforce and to cultivate what you learn. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let me get to some more powerful information while we continue, and then I'm going to show you how you can join the All Things Mastery Mentorship Program via the Creating Your Desired Reality. Thank you for all the support. Ashe, ashe. I love it, right? So whenever you want to attract anything, whenever you want to get anything, so let's say one of y'all is in the process of being your own boss as a medical carrier, right? Whatever goal you have, whatever ambition you have, one of the things you absolutely need is clarity. And what do I say? With everything that you want, need, and or desire or doing, you need to be very clear. Now, I don't like giving surface level meanings. I'm not surface level, baby. I'm deep. And whoever don't like it, skip to whatever loo you find, okay? But just don't come over here, okay? Because I don't like shallow results, so I don't give shallow teachings, right? So clarity is much more than what you think. If you don't know what you want, how can the universe deliver it to you? How can you attract it if you don't know what you want, if you're not clear? And this is why in the beginning I said I want you to be more specific. You want habit, I want you to be very specific on what you want, down to the color, down to the smell, down to the centimeter, down to the height. Be very, very specific, because the universe, infinite gratitude for the gifts, Tyra, the universe, God concept, the infinite source of life, the infinite source of consciousness, infinite gratitude for the team. Go team, go us, go All Things Mastery team. Yes, we are masters of self and our reality over here. It doesn't matter. Whatever you call this infinite source of power, which you are one with, we are one with, we are also creators. We are also powerful. We can also manifest on demand and command with authority once you understand these teachings. So how can you expect God or the infinite source of life consciousness give you anything if you still saying, well, I guess I'll take that, I guess. That's like that's like a billionaire coming to you, right? And saying, how much money do you need to jumpstart your business? This is a well-known billionaire, and you were the one that was chosen, right? Because billionaires, baby, they give billions and millions of multimillionaires, whatever, they give money away like it's just water. You hear me? Water. Why? Because they get to what they call it, exit out on their taxes. They get to exit out on their taxes. So it's just like a billionaire choosing you and saying, you know what, you are the winner, you are the chosen one, right? You are the grantor, and whatever you need, I need you to tell me what amount do you need to start your business. And you like, well, I guess $2,000 would do it. What? A multi-billionaire just selected you to fund your business. And what you respond with is, I guess, $2,000 would be okay. And some of you are a little bit more bolder and say, I guess 100,000 would be okay. The man just asked you, how much? He didn't say, give me a number from 1 to 10. He said, how much? And you. So the same way, you need to be very clear on what. This is why y'all need training. Because how you start a business and you don't have an operation system, you don't have a financial forecast. That's why a lot of you couldn't answer that multi-billion-dollar man and saying and answering the question, what do you want? Because you haven't even did the steps yet. You didn't do the fundamentals. You don't have a financial forecast, so you don't know how much you need. It's the same principles when you're requesting, demanding something from the universe. Oh, I want my man. I don't, he can be light or dark. He can be respectful. He can be a little respectful. Maybe it's okay if he's, respectful sometimes, or, it's okay. I guess I can go work for that job if they're willing to, if I can elevate or get hired, maybe after 3 to 5. Come on now. Let's get clear. What do you want? What do you want? Say it loud. Say it clear. Say it with authority. Say it with confidence. What do you want? It's the numero uno. It's the numero uno. It's the numero uno, baby. What do you want? Make it clear so there can be no miscommunication, because clarity is not just mental preference. It's a spiritual system, and it's an energetic signature, a universal source of life consciousness. It holds a frequency. This is why the universe don't know what to send you, because you're unclear on what do you want. What do you want, Anna? What do you want, Sheila? What do you want, Savannah? That's a good man, Savannah. Savannah wasn't clear that she didn't want a man to now whoop her ass. Savannah wasn't clear, right? Savannah was too busy listening to her misguided, misfit ass mama telling her that an abusive man is a good man, that all he needs to do, baby, listen, don't listen to Savannah mama. Don't be a Savannah. Call it what it is. That's a horrible man, Savannah. You can do better, Savannah. Get clear on what you want, Savannah. Gain more confidence, Savannah. Invest in a mentor, Savannah. Choose you, Savannah. The is going on. Come on. Who said teaching had to be serious all the time? We have fun too, right? Don't be another Savannah. Okay, let's take a pause for the cause. Let me read y'all comments. Yes, because that was a good one. Let me know if that made sense. Okay, infinite gratitude, Tara, for being the number 13 fan, not fan support. I don't like them words, baby. TikTok do better. Okay, Striving, how are you, my love? Infinite gratitude, welcome in. I'm on a mission starting right now. Yes, you are, Tara, and you should be in my community. But I'm gonna share with you. Just stick around. I'm actually gonna share it in a second because I'm so passionate about teaching. I can go on and on and on. So I'm gonna share how you get in for a quick second. Exempt. There you go, Tara. Thank you for helping me out. It's exempt, baby. Millionaires be looking for companies and charities to give away money because they need to write it off for tax exemptions. Ashe, 2K, no, 2 mil, yes. Listen, I'll be that one to be like, listen, what's the max? Okay? Before I let you know what I want, if you told me to pick a number, my first question is there a maximum I can say? Because whatever the max is, that's what I want. Okay? That be wisdom right there, baby. Quick, witty. You gotta be quick, witty, and wise with it. What's the max? I want that. The bare minimum don't work for me. I'm not a minimum type of female. That happened to me. I'm laughing. It's not funny because I didn't know. We didn't know. There's a lot of things we didn't know. Knowing what you want is very important. I always say what I didn't want when it's concerning a man. Yes, be very clear. We are not Savannahs over here. That's all she knew. Getting abused by a rich man. That was so unfortunate. And let me tell you something. There's still a lot of our sisters and mothers and aunties and grandmas still being a Savannah, still getting rocked. Mentally, spiritually, physically, right? I'm claiming this because I win. What I asked for, yes, you do it. Sometimes we are prone to say the bare minimum. Yes, baby, but we are unpruning. Well, whatever we doing, we don't want none of what was old, okay? Yesterday isn't yesterday. What matters is right now. And what you do right now, with the choices you make right now, the what you invest in right now is going to determine your future. It's going to determine your tomorrow. This is why you don't wait till tomorrow to do something. When something is presented to you in the now, it's not because of luck, it's not because coincidence, and it's not because of happenstance. It's because it's for you. But the universe or God ain't gonna force you to give you something better, okay? Shit, well, hell, I mean, if I was the almighty, I'd be like, shit, if that's what you want, hey, if you like it, I don't love it, but this is what you want. This is what you keep asking. So, by all means, what you want me to do? Right? What you want me to do about it? I'm telling you. Okay, so let me show y'all real quick. Okay, what do I need to do? Let's tap the screen. Bear with me for a second before, because I know some of y'all has been with me for a minute, and I want to make sure I show y'all how to join the community. Okay, what is this? We don't want that. Okay, so I would show y'all on my computer, but I am multi-streaming. Remember, I told y'all I'm multi-streaming, so I'm gonna show y'all on my iPhone. Okay, so can y'all see this? Put in the comment section if y'all can see this. I would show y'all on my screen, but I'm using it for other stuff I'm streaming. Can y'all see this? Da 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 da. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Somebody let me know. Yeah, me y'all. Okay, Big Chef, thank you. So if you hit the tab, it's going to, and if you click in the links, this is go about your business. Disclaimer. This is what's going to come up. You're going to see this right here. This is what's going to come up. Every time I go live, I activate this right here. So the way you join the community is by getting my signature mastery training, creating your desired reality, that comes with 10 recorded trainings, right? Though that's the foundation, because you need the foundation and whatever it is. If you click on that, why aren't you letting me click? If you click on that, it's going to lead you to this page right here, which is going to give you more information on what it is. So whenever I'm live, I always slash the investment in half. So if you join while I'm live right now, which is an investment of 111, those of you who know the significance of gematria and numerology and astrology, y'all understand why we do certain things, why we use certain numbers, because the universe responds to frequency, right? There are some of the members in the All Things Mastery are here right now. Shy, which is right here, she's here. So if you invest in that, it gives you not only the Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program, it also gives you lifetime access into the community. That's how you get in the community, and that's how you get every other master training from now to lifetime, as long as I'm here, for free. So there's no hidden courses. There's no yes, 222. There's a reason why you keep seeing that. There's a reason why your higher self keeps showing you that significance of that number. So with the one-time investment, you get the master program, the Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program. You get the lifetime access into the community, and we're going to be going over our lesson. We're meeting this Sunday on the 28th, where you get me on a personal level. We're a growing community. We have 7 members in there right now. And so the only way you can get access to like private trainings, because there's a lot of things I teach in the academy, in the community, that I don't teach on these social media streets, for a reason. There must be exclusivity for those of you who are serious about mastering yourself, so no one else is mastering you. So whenever I'm live, I automatically activate the discount code, so you don't pay $400 plus something dollars. Not that it's not worth $400 something dollars. Please let me make something very clear. I don't charge, I don't exchange valuable, what I offer of value for currency based on my worth, because my worth, just like your worth, is priceless. Do you understand me? Without going too deep into it, it is what it is. And if you invest, if you enroll in the community right now, you also get a free one-on-one personal session, so we can kind of jumpstart where you need to go, your trajectory is, right? Which my to get a one-on-one with me is $100. right off the jump. And I actually have a few. I stopped taking personal mentoring because I don't like to be overstimulated, and I want to make sure I'm able to give you 100% from me being fulfilled, not less filled, right? From a filled place. So if you're going to sign up for the program, please let me know so I can keep that discounted link up there, and I won't change it, because once I'm done, it's going right back up to the original price. Okay, that's just something I like to do for individuals who show that they're willing to take the next step. All right, let's get back into the lesson. All right, so if you're in the process of signing up for the Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program to gain access to the All Things Mastery community, please let me know. Okay, back to the lesson. So clarity is not just a mental preference. It is a spiritual system, right? It's an energetic system. It is a communication. It's the way to communicate in the language that the universe, God concept understands. And when you are unclear, your energy, i.e., your message, becomes fragmented. And whenever there's a fragment, the universe is unclear on what to give you. This is why your experiences come in ways, forms, through people that you don't necessarily want, because the universe only understands symbols. It only understands numbers. It only understands sound. It only understands that language, symbolism. So if your thoughts say one thing, this is why you need to understand cognitive programming, mental programming, because if your thoughts are saying one thing and your energy is saying another, that's sending a mixed signal. And when I say clarity is king, clarity is queen, I mean that. You do not get what you want if you're unclear about what you want. It works that way. It's just that simple, right? Because we don't want to create fragments. We don't want to create miscommunication. We want to be very clear on what we want. So if our thoughts are saying one thing, our feelings are saying another, and our behaviors are contradictory of what we're saying we want, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get the very opposite, according to the frequency, according to the state of your being, according to the state of your mentality, according to the state of your spirituality, right? And it continues to create what is called energetic incoherence. So those of you who know, I also teach you about brain and heart coherence. There is a master training within the community that you can get for free that teaches you about EQ versus HQ, which is emotional intelligence and heart intelligence. A lot of people think that emotional intelligence is at the center of elevation. It is at the center of healthy communication, and it's not. It is at the center of attracting and manifesting. It's not. Heart coherence is. And a lot of people, unfortunately, do not understand what heart intelligence is. Your brain are electro signatures. Your heart is the magnetic frequency. This is how you draw experiences to you. Your heart magnetism is what draws it in. How many of you heard that you have an aura? Many of us, right? Many of us have heard you have an aura. What is your aura? Your aura is your bioelectromagnetic field. That is your aura. This is why you can go in a room and immediately you sense a darkness, like something is just not, infinite gratitude, love, like something is just not right. It's an airy feeling. That's because we project our biofield, our auras project 5 to 6 feet in any direction, 360 circumference. This is why you can sense when someone is light or someone is dark. I'm talking about the energy and the frequency of us, because we also all of us have auras. All of us have biofields, right? And I always tell you, don't just take my word for it. You can look these things up yourself. Like I said, I teach from proven, indisputable metaphysical facts, spiritual facts, quantum physics facts, genetic facts, DNA facts. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my teachings are pulled from a lot of different resources, not just one. So I'm able to effectively articulate what these things are simultaneously to show the importance of why you keep attracting what you keep attracting, why you keep manifesting what you keep manifesting, why you keep getting the results that you no longer want. Because until you understand these things are not going to stay the same. Things are going to get worse. Remember the law of rhythm. Everything moves. Just because you can't physically see it move doesn't mean it's not moving. And most of us think we see with these. You don't see with these. You see within here. That was a nugget, by the way, but I ain't gonna beat on that. Y'all learn more about that in the academy. Unbothered, how are you, my love? Infinite gratitude, Miss Ageless. How are you? I love that name, right? I teach you more about these things. We go deeper inside the All Things Mastery community, right? So when you are only relying on certain your external stimuli and not your internal sense, right? This is why it's called sense, inner sense, in tune, intuition. Words are just not words for just to be words. Peace, blissful rise, Miss Ageless, right? So this is why. If your aura, if your biofield is weak, it makes you more susceptible to all types of dangers. This is why even the warlocks, the master warlocks, master witches, masters, master alchemists will tell you the only people that can be manipulated, the only people that can be hexed, the only people that can be cursed are weak-minded and weak-willed people. What do I mean when I say weak-minded? That means you are consciously weak. And whenever you're weak, means you're not what? Strong. So your ability to fight off or to protect against isn't effective, right? Okay. So I need y'all to understand that, okay? I need y'all to understand that. We meet for the first time in the community on I think this Sunday on the 28th, we meet. So in the quantum field, right? Messages should not be confused. There should not be unclear. It should not be incohesive. It should be cohesion. It should be cohesive. It should be coherence, not incoherence. You cannot attract what you haven't defined. Say that with me, loves. You cannot attract what you cannot define. I want y'all to get this. You cannot attract what you cannot define. So when I say you need to be clear and intentional about everything, because everything is important, it's important, right? You cannot align with what you haven't defined. You cannot align with what you haven't claimed. You have to claim what you want, and not just claim it. It has to be with confidence. It has to come from a place of authority, because you cannot act like you're docile, like you're weak and you're timid. You have to know that creators command. Creators don't beg. Creators don't beg. Say it with me. Creators don't beg, and I'm a creator. Creators don't beg, creators don't steal, creators don't rob, creators don't plead. Creators create on demand. Why? Because you are infinite raw consciousness. Consciousness creates. And you, my love, are pure consciousness, which means You have the ability and the authority to create. But if you're being timid about it, if you're being shy about it, if you're being docile about it, guess what the universe is going to be when it comes time to give you your gifts? A little slow, a little shy, a little docile, and a little shallow. Now, is that what we want? Jen, infinite gratitude, how are you? Cobb, how are you? Cabello of Faith, how are you? Right? So again, if you have any questions about joining the All Things Mastery community, please ask. No question is stupid. I don't want you to leave this live misunderstood. I don't want you to leave this live confused. I want you to understand, and I want you to be very clear on what it is we are teaching, what it is you are learning, right? Hi, Jen. Infinite gratitude, my love. How are you? Blissful rise for you. Blissful rise. It is evening here in Thailand. So if you have any questions about it, please ask. We use school community, so you can direct message me if you want to inside a community. You can go through all of the programs. There's a lot of benefits of the community. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the school community, right? But it's already set up with all of the, like, this is onboarding. You get a video to show you how to use it. This is a creating your desired reality. This is the master training, the HQ versus EQ. You can also earn while you learn, become an affiliate, and start making passive income. You get 40% for inviting other like-minded women. There's another one, Divine and Design, and it's going to continue to build. When you in the academy, you get all of that for free. So it's remember in the beginning, I taught you all about, if you don't have the training, the information, if you don't understand SOS, which is the structure, operations, and systems, if you don't understand execution, if you don't understand cultivation, guess what? Nothing happens in the way that you want it to happen. I'm glad you're good. Your smile melts my heart. You are speaking my language. Ashe. Ashe, Jen. Yes, this is our language, right? So I want you to be absolutely comfortable. Okay. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel seen, and I want you to feel heard whenever you are here in our community. That is our culture. Our culture is built upon integrity, honor, respect, loyalty, right? Kindness, purity, and righteousness. Okay, we support one another, we hold each other accountable, right? And we walk with each other, not away from each other. We walk with each other, because you and I together equals powerful. You and I divided, it is always going to equate to powerless. Do y'all understand that? Okay, so are there any questions about the did y'all like this evening's, well, I keep saying evening because it's nighttime here in Thailand, but did it resonate? Did the master class resonate with you? Spiritual priestess, how are you, my love? If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'm gonna be until next time a little bit. So if you want more love, if you want more peace, if you want to make more money, if you want different streams of income, if you just want sanity, a lot of people don't even want money. They just want peace of mind. So it don't matter what you want, right? You can start accelerating your growth. It don't have to be a struggle. You don't have to continue this healing journey. You don't have to continue going down the rabbit holes of your traumas, of everybody who abused you. You don't have to keep going down the rabbit holes of shadow work. You don't have to keep paying thousands of dollars. You don't have to keep doing all of those things. You don't have to hustle harder. You don't have to read more books. You don't have to get a man or a woman with money. You don't have to go through a lot of those things. Those are old programs that people are still pushing the rhetoric of that are no longer serving us. They never did. There's ways that I teach you in the mastery programs, the trainings, the activities, the exercises that we do that can accelerate what you want. I do it all the time. I don't even use the countless of women that I've helped. I don't even use them. I always use myself, because if I can do it, I know you can do it. And I don't go down rabbit holes of shadow work. I'm not still talking about when I'm on my healing journey 10 years later. How, Savannah? How are you still on your healing journey 10, 15 years later? That means you are miseducated about a lot of things that's important, and you are definitely misguided, or you simply just don't give a damn about your life. It can only be one or the others. There's not a plethora of reasons as to why you're not making progress, because the infinite information is there. The sacred knowledge, the ancient sacred wisdom is no longer hidden. It's no longer hidden. Actually, it's always been within you. But because of the realm that we're in, because of the universal and the galactic frequency that we're in, the information is illuminated. It's out in the front. The veil is split. The cover is off. It's there. You can now tap into your DNA. You can now tap into ancient wisdom to propel you forward. There is no rhyme, reason, justification, or excuse as to why we're so miserable, why we're so unhappy, why we're still. This young man, I say young, and I say that politely. And I knew, because right now I've opened myself up to dating again. And so I'm like, okay, I'm dating again. And it baffles me, because I'm like, I don't even know why I'm just feeling irritable and this and that. And in my mind, y'all know we got two people on our shoulders, right? Queen, infinite gratitude. So the Venus on my left shoulder is like, what the are you serious? You a whole grown ass person. A whole grown-ass person. Like, what is wrong with you? You ain't gonna come over here disrupting my energy in my space. How dare you? That's a violation, like the fucking nerve of you. And then the Venus on the right shoulder is like, I want to train you. I can help you. I can educate you so you don't make this mistake again. Because contrary to what you saying, that you choose to be single, I know you lying. I know you lying, because I know who I am. I remember who I am. I operate in my gifts. I know the power that I have. And I can read you up way, down way, side way, round way, front way, whichever way. I can read you in the spirit. I can read you energetically. And guess what? It will be indisputable. Indisputable. This is the type of level of consciousness that I teach. This is the type of level of mastery that I teach. So ain't no person, no man, no girl, no woman, no whoever, no whatever can ever come into your vortex and think they can play with you. You can't play with me. The way I'm set up. And you better be goddamn glad that the Venus over here, I've learned to master her. Because she will make you want to crawl back up your mama's portal and ask for a whole do-over. The way I'll slice your spirit up with the truth. But don't get it twisted, okay? Because just because I don't let her out to play, don't think that she ain't there. And it's the same with all of us. Embrace your multifacetedness. When you are on a certain level of mastery, people can't play with you like that. And you have such discipline and control, you don't even clap back the way you know you can. You smile and you close the door. So now, where just my presence alone could have elevated his life. I say that with all due respect, confidence, and groundedness. Groundedness. My essence could have elevated your life in such a way. But because you are impulsive, reactive, and think you fucking know everything, you're going to continue to self-destruct. Remember, I spoke about that earlier. If you ain't elevating, you're de-elevating. If you aren't ascending, you're descending. This is why I say we have to be very mindful of our actions, because once it's out there, it's out there. There is no back seats. There is no, I want to take it back. No, it's out there. No, keep that same energy. Hold on to that same stupidity. Macon, and how are you, my love? Infinite gratitude. Yes, I've been there, Queenland. Let me tell you something, baby. She's mastered. She's disciplined now. She's wiser now. Okay, but it don't mean that she ain't still got it in her. Okay, because she's still live and kicking. Live and kicking. Infinite gratitude, Big Chef. You're like the most phenomenal moderator. Infinite gratitude. Thank you so much for being such a professional inside the live and helping and greeting everyone on my behalf. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Infinite gratitude. I love, and I'll tell you, y'all are here. I only attract people in my vortex that are either in alignment, around my alignment or my frequency, or someone that is reflecting something to me that I need to pay attention to, or that I need to invest and teach and guide. So I'm very clear, very aware of what goes on wherever I go, right? Master self or be mastered. You're going to do either or. I would rather do the first and not the latter, okay? Because it is no fun when you are programmed by other people. It's no fun when you're continually being told what to do, when to do, why to do, where to do it, right? And how to do it, right? What to eat, how to eat it, when to eat it, where to eat. That ain't no fun, baby. My purpose in coming here wasn't to be your damn slave, doormat, or your worker bee. My purpose was not that. That's not that. This ain't that. This ain't that. Okay? This is why I retired myself 3 years ago. Because I knew one day, Venus, you are really going to get at your wits' end and having to do certain things that you don't want to do. So guess what? I knew what I wanted, so I aligned myself to be in alignment. Hear me? With what I wanted, needed, desired. I'm going to say it again. I aligned myself with what I wanted to be in alignment. Do y'all know what mint means? I'm gonna help y'all out right now. Get into etymology. The etymology of mint is mind. So when I say alignment, my mind is aligned with the consciousness to create what I want. In order for me to get my mind in align, I had to position myself by investing in myself. The prefix for alignment is what? Align. So if you're wondering why you're not in alignment to attract your husband, your wife, the extra money, the opportunities, the serendipities, the bliss, the romantic excursions, the baby. Oh, child, I ain't even gonna go there. Get your mind right, Venus. With the elevation, with the bit and all. It's because you haven't taken the steps to get your mind in align with the frequency of those things. Everything has a frequency. Everything has an aura. Everything is electrical. You are an electrical being. You are a manifestation mastery. You just don't understand it yet. But you will. But you will, okay? But you will. And when you're ready to join All Things Mastery Mentorship Community, I'll be here. Remember, I don't force. When you're ready to join, you let me know. When you're ready to join, even if I'm not live, only thing you got to do is click the link in my bio. It is always going to lead you to the first tab. Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program, CYDR Master Program. That gives you lifetime access into the All Things Mastery community, where you get more of this one-on-one. Well, not really one-on-one, in a smaller group, intimate session. So whenever you're ready, I'll be here, okay? Yes, Lynn, that's what, listen, sometimes I'll be feeling like Kevin. Listen, when I look at you, that means help me. Help me. Because your bullshit is my bullshit. And my bullshit is your bullshit. Let me stop cussing. My growth is your growth. Your elevation is my elevation, okay? So if you think that what you do isn't affecting other people, places, and things in other spaces and times, you are mistaken. There has been countless of studies done that can tell you that my energy can affect somebody's energy all way across the world. This is why a true and real example for you would be those times when you are really thinking about somebody and they either call you, you bump into them, or either you somehow get into a conversation with someone else about them. That's because my energy can affect your energy. Your energy can affect my energy. And this is why I don't play when it comes to people. You won't come over here and fudge around with my energy, right? I shared this last time in transparency. I had an aunt. She just found out I moved to Thailand because I've only been here 2 months now. My uncle told her I moved to Thailand. And the first thing she said when I answered the phone, I was so happy to speak to her. I'm like, hi, Auntie Sandra, because I knew it was a nice auntie. Hi, Auntie Sandra. How you doing? Miss you. Baby, she didn't even say, hi, how you doing? Miss you back. Immediately, she started, oh, Uncle Joseph told me you moved to Thailand, and I want you to be careful. And but I said, Any of y'all seen Emperor's New Groove? You don't throw off you're not going to throw off my groove. With all due respect, Auntie, I love you, but I don't want to hear that. You know why? Because what you consume shapes you. What you consume, you become. I don't want your fear in my vortex. I don't want your scarcity in my vortex. I don't need that ish, because I'm already in the process of filtering other things out of my vortex. You are not allowed to dump. Just because you my aunt, just because you my mother, just because you my father, just because you my grandma, just because you my teacher, just because you're my educator, just because you're my son, just because you're my daughter, just because you aren't allowed to dump. Stop right there. Immediately, I had to shut it down. I'm bold like that. I'm authoritative like that. Always been tall in stature like that. I don't want to hear it. And I'm not going to people please and listen to it just for the sake of me being your niece. Because all of that you giving me is going to fuck with my positivity. It's going to fuck with my aura. It's going to fuck with my vortex. And it's going to fuck with the things I got coming to me. I'm not doing no extra work voluntarily. Only thing I like voluntarily is involuntary exercise. That's it. That's the only thing I like involuntarily happening in my space is when I have to go work out, because I am getting stronger in that area. I'm not at my strongest yet. I'm getting stronger there. So any type of involuntary exercise, walking, running, doing things, baby, I'm all for it. But that involuntary bullshit, scarcity, fear, lack, now you return that. Return to sender. Okay? I won't even go into where she's at and where I'm at in life, because I have respect. But just because we have respect don't mean we're stupid. Just because we have pure love don't mean we're unintelligent or unwise. Peace, Richard. How are you, my love? Monroe, how are you, my love? Right? That's wow. No, you're not going to do that. That's not what we're doing. I'm wise. I'm not stupid. I'm passionate. I'm not ignorant. I'm intellectual. I'm not dumb. Wise people can always act foolish, but foolish people can never, in no universe, reality, act smart. So don't let the silence fool you. Don't let the smile fool you, right? There's a lot of people who are very good at pretending to be wise. There's a lot of people who are very exceptionally good at pretending to be intelligent and intellectual. Okay? All right, my loves. All right, my loves. Exactly. But when you're dealing with people who master themselves, who are at a higher awareness and consciousness, sometimes we may let you know, but a lot of times we won't say anything. We'll look at you and we'll smile. And then we'll walk away. And the only thing you're going to see is the back of my wings flying far, far, far across the rainbow, away from you and your foolishness. Because, baby, that ain't it. And I don't want none of that on me. I love smelling good. Let me stop. Be your authentic selves. And all you do, be your authentic selves. Because there's more than enough. There are more than enough parakeets, frauds, and plagiarizers out there. Be authentically you. Because people who are supposed to meet you, greet you, be in alignment with you, they are going to genuinely respect, love, and adore all parts of you, all facets of you. Be you authentically, because, baby, I'm going to be me. Now, it's okay to get inspired, baby, but don't copy their whole makeup. Damn, right? Don't do that. All right, listen, it has been so wonderful. I am almost at the 2-hour mark. or I'm just a little bit after the 2 hour mark. Infinite gratitude for each and every one of you for showing up for you. Infinite gratitude for showing up for us. Infinite gratitude for the hearts, the team, the All Things Mastery team hearts, the orange hearts, all of the gifts, all of the tapping, all of the beautiful energy, all of the communication, all of the answers, and all of the beautiful thoughts and positivity. Infinite gratitude for that always. I bid you to always remain sovereign, operate in your sovereignty, always be enlightened, right? I wish you infinite sovereignty, infinite enlightenment, and may you remain unstoppable even when you don't feel like it. Remain unstoppable. This is always your divine time to shine, because that's what you were purposed to do. And if you ever need me, if you ever ready to take it to the next level, just DM me, message me. I speak to many of you offline on the back end. Okay. So I am approachable. So, if that's the case, if you're ready to take it to the next level, I await our personal interaction and engagement. Until next time, I never say bye, baby. But until next time, infinite gratitude, peace, and enlightenment to you always.